We don't have to go crazy in here, but what's your weightlifting area?
Yeah, so we have, so East Coast Gold is one of the winningest weightlifting teams in the country. So with regard to men's and women's national championships, their headquarters is here. We are going to have Phil on the podcast, but this is theirs. So this is just weightlifting. We don't do any CrossFit in here. This is solely dedicated to the weightlifters. And if you kind of come over here, Katie, so we have 18 platforms in here. And then on this back wall over here is where we have all of the jerk blocks, the belt squat machine. So 1, 2, 3, yeah. So we used to have 4 sets of jerk blocks here, but now we got rid of one of them because we wanted to have the belt squat machine. And then all the squat racks are over there in the corner. And then the plates and kettlebells and dumbbells are all stored in here. And we're getting ready to revamp these and buy all new dumbbell storage racks for these two, so that it's a little bit easier to get them in and out.
This is honestly the only thing that doesn't fit at your box.
You mean just with
from an organizational
perspective? Yeah. It is still a little bit messy. It's way better than it used to be when we started numbering them like that. But that is that will be done before the end of the year. So we'll buy, the big, like where the wall balls are. Yeah. We'll have that, but that will be for dumbbells.
And the dumbbell racks usually have like a slight slant to it, make it easier to not catch a finger in there.
In here.
So this is the kids area?
No, so we use this for CrossFit Kids classes, but this room is what we would describe as like, this is an overflow room. So this room for warming up, if people want to get a bro session or something like that, or they want to get extra cardio or anything like that, this room is open for use if we're not doing kids classes. The other thing we use this room for a lot is our new member onboarding or private training sessions, because I can close this room off and I can actually make it a private room.
Speaking about closing it off, check this out. I didn't notice this yesterday. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we made this. It's a barn door, so you can just close this. So when we have the kids in here, we'll just close this. Or if I've got somebody in here and there's a bunch of stuff going on, we'll just close it off.
So I got a couple questions going on in here. You got the foldable racks.
Yep.
Why'd you go that direction? Because I'm assuming you rarely fold them.
We do rarely fold them. However, so we used to have a full length wall rig in here, just like we had out there. We got rid of it because it would come out a lot farther, so it would come out like an additional 2 feet. And when you have kids and you want to maximize space, the additional 2 feet matters. So we do not fold them that often, but when we do, the amount of space that you get back is immense. So if we're running like a seminar, so when we do seminars here, this is the classroom. So I have all the chairs on here. We'll do the whiteboard over there. So I have a dedicated classroom. But again, notice that like trying to keep things off of the wall, or excuse me, off of the floor. All the plates are mounted to the wall. Everything, those fold right up flush to the wall. And then foam rollers, competition plates, all the benches are mounted to the wall. And then on the other side, we have more GHD weight vests. And then we have all the runners over on this side too.
Why are the comp plates in here?
Because we don't actually use those, with the exception of for weightlifting meets.
So those are like the actual legit.
Those are certified IWF competition plates.
And you mentioned earlier, go with the shorter foam roller.
Yeah.
Were these just an earlier purchase and you wanted to
earlier purchase, so we just repurposed them.
Do you have a pogo stick? Oh, here it is. It's stuck. It's like the sword in the stone. Yeah. It's the pogo stick in the wall. Only men can pull it out. A couple other questions. You got the chairs in there, which I think is great, because CrossFit Rife runs seminars. No sense in getting the expense of renting them over and over.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of times I've paid for those chairs over and over and over and over is, but I didn't want to have them stuck in a closet somewhere, so we just literally mounted them up there on the wall.
The most expensive thing in this box, you got 5 freaking assault runners.
We do.
Now, answer me this. You live in Virginia. You can probably run most of the year. What was the reason you did that?
So we could. There's a couple different things in there. If you want to coach somebody on running technique, that's ideal.
No one coaches people on running technique.
Right. Number 2, yes, we can run most of the time. So this is what drives me insane. I'm talking to you guys, but all I'm thinking about is those dumbbells over there in the corner.
Who left the damn 25s out?
Dumbbells.
They were
But anyway, no, you can run most of the year here. However, if it's pouring rain outside, If you really want to keep an eye on somebody who might be new or has an injury or something like this, get back into it. Or if it's just really fucking cold outside, people don't want to go running in 15-degree weather, which is not weird here.
But answer this: you got 5. You can't use it in class.
You absolutely could use it in class. Somebody will always opt to run outside.
So you think you have a class of? I mean, your classes are huge. You have 20. Would you change the workout if it's snowing out?
Yeah. I mean, you need to have an inclement weather
but you
plan.
But you now still have the option of running.
Right. So that way, hey, who wants to still run? And then you have the diehards who still want to run, and you can put them on the air runner. I'm trying to figure out how much memory you have on that phone. That's amazing.
Katie's got a ton of clouds.
But it's cool, right? It's cool to have that because for a lot of reasons. So you never have to rule out running if you have air runners. Now, it's definitely like the last purchase you should ever make. Like, it's not necessary.
Because those are what, 5,000?
No, I think they're like 35. I think they're like 35.
Still, you're talking nearly 20 grand in equipment.
So, and then that's it.
Well, when you use these light,
those are for the kids.
They use these?
Yeah, so Rogue makes these as well. So it's a 5 kilogram plate, but they can use these for meets as well, but for training purposes, so they can still load it and have it on the floor as well.
And they
so 2.5 and 5.
Do those glow in the dark?
No.
Don't they look like they might glow in the dark?
They might though. We should turn the lights off.
You got if you weightlifting after hours, you got hula hoops, the agility ladder. I think the agility ladder is pretty awesome. Which way do you want to take us to the next room? Which is
we'll go to the lounge. Yeah, we'll go to the lounge.